All right, all new at 8:20. It's that time of the year when summer football starts. And of course, with our extreme heat, hydration is so important. That heat and overexertion can lead to heat stroke. In fact, it is the third leading cause of death in high school athletes. The official name for it is EHS, or exertional heat stroke. And one of the best quarterbacks in the entire NFL is launching a program to educate people. We're waiting for Drew Brees to get ready for this. Is he ready to go? All right, Mr. Drew Brees is joining us this morning to tell us about something called the heat factor. Drew, I know you're doing TV stations one after another, so it's so good to talk to you this morning, sir.
Thank you. Good to be on. How's it going?
It's going great here. It's starting to get a little hot, so it's a very timely subject. And you grew up in Austin, Texas, I believe. I grew up in Kansas, so we had that humidity thing. And then, of course, here in Arizona, it's a good 115 in the summer. Is one worse than the other as far as heat stroke?
Well, no, they're both bad. Actually, my grandparents lived in Phoenix, actually in Tempe.
Oh, nice.
And I still have aunts and cousins that are out there. So I'm very well aware of the heat in Phoenix. In fact, when I flew to visit my grandparents one time, I was not able to leave the airport one time because it was 127 degrees. It was too hot to take off.
I know.
For planes. Like you could fry an egg on the sidewalk, right? It's ridiculous. So,
I remember that day well. I was here.
In fact, I'd say the dry heat might even sneak up on you more because it just sucks it out of you. You're not necessarily sweating like you would in a really humid environment where you just feel like, I mean, that's all you're doing is sweating. And so you naturally think to yourself, oh, I've got to, replenish my hydration, or I've got to cool off, or I've got to, whatever. But bottom line is EHS is a heat-related illness. It's exertional heat stroke. It's the third leading cause of sudden death in high school athletes. It's something that I think people have very little awareness to or education about the signs and symptoms. And that's why we've created a program called the Heat Factor. We've created educational videos and articles that people can read online at theheatfactor.com to really educate themselves on how to identify those signs and symptoms, how to avoid it, and then obviously what to do in the event of an EHS emergency. So we encourage everybody to go to theheatfactor.com to learn more about that, especially as summer's approaching. It's going to get hot. Kids are going to be outside engaging in sports and other activities and camps, etc.
Right.
My kids included. That's why I feel like this is such an important thing, because if we can save a young person's life based upon what we know about EHS, then that makes it worth it.
So you've got this acronym HEAT, and we want to put up a full screen so folks can see what to watch for. But the bottom line is you end up calling 911 if you see any of these signs. Are any of the signs easy to miss by chance?
Well, so signs and symptoms would be really kind of similar to what a concussion might be, which is, somebody acting dazed, confused, disoriented, emotional mood swing, like getting agitated, just kind of that feeling of not sure what's happening, but that's when, all of us, the more that we know, the more educated we are about that, the more we can identify it, grab that athlete or that child or whoever it might be and immediately call 911, get them medical help so that we can, prevent a deadly situation.
Awesome. Well, Drew, thank you so much. It's good to know you have family here. Next time you're in town, if you're looking for someone to play catch with, I'm always available.
All right, we'll see what kind of hands you got.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll give me a call. Hey, thanks, and good luck this season. We appreciate it. We'll take a quick break here on Good Morning Arizona. Thank you again.